happy joining me, and I hope you're doing really well in life today. This eternal now moment as always. In this live video, I just thought I'd make a little sharing about physical looks and about muscularity and trying to appear all muscular or even going to the gym. When I was younger, I was really into all that sort of stuff, and these days I only do what I more or less kind of what I gotta do, and my body will adapt to what I need. I don't spend extra energy trying to do 50 push-ups a day or 50 sit-ups a day on top of that, when my body has no real practical need to have that abdominal strength. I guess many people do it because they want to change their body look. I happen to be already very slim, around 6, 7, 8% body fat, so in many ways I'm kind of fairly chiseled and slim. But in another way, which wouldn't necessarily be to everybody's preference, is my muscles aren't as big and super defined as they used to be when I was doing so much more exercise. So I just want to compare ego to our spirit. Our ego wants to impress people, attract girlfriends or boyfriends who like us for our looks instead of our heart and our spirit and our beautiful personality and our beautiful kindness and behavior, our beautiful habits of who we are, and our beautiful direction of where we're beautifully going. So the heart and the energy to someone's consciousness is by far and away 10,000 billion million percent what is by far most attractive and beautiful that anyone's looks could ever be. Sure, I wouldn't go out with someone in a long-term relationship, I don't think, if I found them unattractive and there was no chemistry, no spark, because that has to be part of it too. I'm not saying it's not, but I'm just getting the priority straight. You want to be attracted to somebody's mind, emotions and spirit, and then you also want to have the physical enough or good enough or there on top of that partially. So there is a degree of physical joy or attraction and chemistry, and just that's nice, but be really careful going out with somebody for a certain reason. Maybe it's not the wrong reason to be attracted to somebody because of their ego, because they're big, popular, strong, and in a position of power with lots of money, potentially, something like that, or really good looking stereotypically. But for me, what's good looking stereotypically is never what's really good looking for me. Typically, I like a girl personally with no makeup, unless for a rare occasion or just an occasional occasion where they just want to have some fun and play and do themselves up. But it wouldn't be to harm themselves with chemical makeup from the ordinary shops. First time that's fallen off all day in the middle of my lovely live video. So there's natural plant-based non-toxic makeups that I'd absolutely 100% use if I was a woman, or if I was a guy who wanted to wear makeup, which I wouldn't rule out me wearing some makeup at some point in my life, because it's no big deal. I don't care what people think of how I look. So yeah, similarly, so that's unnatural if you're going to use fake chemical-based toxic products of any kind. I just only be attracted to a girl, a potential partner or my partner, if they were clean and self-caring and wise and self-caring for themselves in that regard, I'm not criticizing anyone who does any different, but I'm just saying there's a level you can go to where, in terms of that physical aspect, it's very much more natural and healthier to use, and loving and caring for yourself, to use natural materials. So but don't forget now, I would never be attracted to someone who's just pure or natural or clean only, but lacking true depth and clarity of their beautiful spirituality. And that involves a whole lot of shadow work and stopping projecting and blaming and being negative and thinking from their lower self instead of their higher self, and holding onto grudges, resentment and resentment and bad feelings towards people. It's that's very ugly and unattractive to me from a personal perspective, but I'd never, of course, judge anyone like that. I just want to have compassion and love and care for them if they're like that, in those heavy, dark vibrations. But I don't find heavy, dark vibrations attractive, but I obviously would have compassion for anyone like that. I'm not pretending I'm the purest either, because I can have dark, heavy vibrations occasionally, but usually just come quick, go fairly fast, and it's not usually on anybody. It could be me just feeling anger or frustration, but then it'll go away shortly, and it's never a big deal or an issue in my life, especially towards somebody typically. So that will say 1% or less of the time, or of the incidences, less than 1% of the time for sure, way less. But similarly to gyms, like I used to be all macho guy, and now I'm more into like, I'm very sensitive right now. And two of the things I'm probably most sensitive to is, well, probably I'd say light and space. Like I don't like dark boxes or enclosures, especially dullness or shadows in the shade. I like vast expanses like the seaside, the ocean. I'm just driving there now. I also like natural smells, not like artificial fragrances. They're extremely off-putting and irritable to me, to like fake scents, you know, like deodorant, antiperspirant. If anything, I love essential oils sometimes. I also love quietness. I don't like to be overstimulated. I have a sensitive system. And I don't take any drugs. I don't take any, obviously, I haven't bought or used any chemicals in probably like around 20 years. I'm 39 young now, and I haven't had a flu in probably around 25 years. And you make a flu. It's not what they say in the media to tell you lies and disempower you and sell you things or get you sick. The flu is just a chemical detox from using chemicals. So since I stopped, and even before I stopped, just shortly before I stopped, I haven't gotten the flu again. So you don't get it, you make it. You don't get a cold, you make a cold. Although colds are a little bit different, they can be transferable because of bacteria. Ooh, these are like words I probably shouldn't be using. I might get banned and then on my channel taken down. So smell, that's amazing. So yeah, what else was I gonna say? I think that's more or less it. Yeah, true beauty is being kind and aware and awake and wise and alive and loving and tuned in and unconditional, but wise as well. Beautiful. And the physical body can be very beautiful too when you're like not self-conscious about it. You're not hung up in your ego or fear or shame or guilt about your body. You're more like free, but you're particular who you share your body with. And the physical union of sex is a celebration of the divine within you both, and it's a connection physically, making a bond with pheromones and hormones and neurotransmitters, but from emotional place, from care, love in your heart, with each other, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna go and do a little bit of rock skipping and go in the ocean briefly, and then I'll be gonna go back home. So yeah, lots of love. Hope you have a nice day. And if you need any help with any personal coaching or any of my books or video courses, I'd love to hear from you, or to connect or collaborate and friend with social media. I'd love to make new acquaintances or friends or colleagues. Lots of love and high vibes to you, and thanks for watching. Have a beautiful day.